Number 527, and in this video we'll discuss a thematic think piece of governance and development. So we start with the definition of thematic think piece. What is a thematic think piece? A thematic think piece is a type of writing that explores a central theme or overarching idea throughout the content. Instead of focusing solely on events or breaking news, a thematic piece delves into the underlying issues, patterns, or concepts that tie different developments together. There are certain key features of a thematic piece. The central theme it involves around a specific idea such as conflict resolution, regional instability, youth unemployment, or climate justice, and all content in the piece connects back to that theme. Analytical, not just informative. Rather than simply reporting facts, it interprets them to uncover deeper meaning or trends. Multiple examples are case studies. It often uses specific events, individuals, or countries to illustrate broader points related to the theme. Cohesive narrative. The thematic piece flows logically with each paragraph or section building on the central argument or exploration of the theme. The UN Thematic Think Piece series. The UN Thematic Think Piece series refers to a collection of analytical essays produced by the United Nations agencies, programs, and affiliated experts that explore critical global issues through the lens of sustainable development, peace, governance, and human rights. These pieces are typically created as part of larger UN initiatives such as 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, post-conflict recovery, or global governance reform, and are meant to inform policy, stimulate debate, and guide international cooperation. Introduction. The think piece argues that good governance is crucial for sustainable development. It defines governance broadly encompassing formal institutions, informal norms, and citizen participation, and emphasizes its role in poverty reduction, equity, accountability, and inclusion. Governance matters for development because it ensures that resources are managed effectively, decisions are made transparently, and institutions function fairly. Good governance promotes stability, reduces corruption, and creates an environment where economic and social progress can thrive. Without it, development efforts often fail due to mismanagement, inequality, and lack of public trust. Now, we will define governance. Governance is the process, institutions, and systems through which public decisions are made and authority is exercised. It involves the interaction of various actors to manage public affairs and ensure accountability, transparency, and responsiveness. Formal versus informal institutions. Formal institutions are codified, such as constitutions, laws, government agencies, and official policies that define how authority is structured and exercised, while informal institutions are unwritten norms, traditions, networks, and social practices that influence behavior and decision making outside official rules. Key actors in governance include the following. Number one, state. It includes government bodies at all levels responsible for law making, policy implementation, and public administration. Then there is civil society. This is another key actor. It comprises non-governmental organizations, community groups, and advocacy organizations that represent citizens' interests and hold the state accountable. Then we have another key actor in governance, and that is private sector, businesses and corporations that influence and are influenced by governance, particularly in areas like regulation, investment, and service delivery. Citizens is another type of actors in governance, and these include individuals and communities who participate in governance through voting, public dialogue, activism, and community engagement. What are the links between governance and development? And the question is why governance matters. It ensures effective delivery of public service like education, health, and infrastructure. It promotes transparency and accountability and reduces corruption and inefficiency. It encourages long term planning, environmental responsibility, and economic. There are certain key impacts. Poverty reduction. So it means that governance basically reduce poverty. It ensures efficient utilization of resources for social programs. Inclusion. It gives marginalized groups a voice in decision making, and it promotes equity and fair policies that reduce inequality. There are certain key principles of democratic governance, and that includes participation, that is inclusive involvement of all citizens in decision making process. There is rule of law, that is laws apply equally to all and justice is administered fairly. There is accountability, leaders and institutions are answerable to the public and must justify their actions. Transparency, that is clear, open processes that allow public access to information. And another key principle is that of responsiveness, and it means institutions and leaders address the needs and concerns of public promptly and effectively. There are certain challenges in governance. Number one, institutional weaknesses. Poorly functioning institutions limit effective policy implementation and service delivery. Political constraints, that is power struggles, instability or lack of political will hinder government governance practices. Then corruption and bad governance, that is misuse of public power for private gain, erodes trust and diverts resources from development. Lack of inclusiveness, that is marginalized groups are often excluded from decision making, leading to inequality and social unrest. Then we have to talk about governance in practice. We start with local ownership. Successful governance reforms are more sustainable when driven by local stakeholders who understand the unique context and needs of their communities. Then context driven reform. One size fits all approaches often fail, so governance must adapt to cultural, political, and social realities. Case examples: Rwanda, strong leadership and local participation in rebuilding institutions post conflict. Brazil, participatory budgeting, allowing citizens to influence public spending. Role of international development actors: support to national system, avoiding donor driven agendas, and so on. Then we have to talk about United Nations Development Programme's approach to democratic governance, and it is promoting democratic governance by supporting inclusive, transparent, and accountable institutions that empower citizens. Then capacity building, that is strengthening skills, systems, and institutions to effectively manage development challenges and human development as a goal, focusing on improving people's health, education, living standards to achieve sustainable development. Conclusions and recommendation. So governance is central to achieving sustainable development process success by ensuring transparency, accountability, and effective resource management. Development strategies must be tailored to local context, respecting cultural, political, economic, and social realities of for meaningful impact. Empowering national institutions and civil society enhances local ownership, builds trust, and improves policy implementation. Then strengthening capacity building to equip institutions with the skills and resources needed to respond to development challenges, and promoting inclusive governance that ensures participation from marginalized and vulnerable groups to reduce inequality. International development actors should support, not dictate, national priorities to foster sustainable and homegrown solutions. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Kindly subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you can get timely notification about my other videos that I'll